Hello and welcome back to another Tartan Talk Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, July the 5th, 2016. This week's episode is going to talk about Scotland, Scotland joining England, England leaving the European Union, all of that. So let's jump right in. Tartan in the past. Despite 3 prior attempts to unite England and Scotland, the Act of Unions didn't actually pass until 1707. Apparently, a lot of Scottish people were very against this union even back then. The English government was very concerned that the Scottish people were going to vote no, so they reportedly paid off a lot of very influential Scottish men. And they paid them so that they would vote yes to join with England, which, of course, they did. When the vote passed, much of Scotland was not happy with this decision, so a lot of the Scottish people donned their tartan to show their Scottish pride and also their disdain for England. Tartan in the news. A Scottish National Party member has created a tartan to celebrate Scotland's traditional place in Europe after last week's BREXIT vote. The tartan was created by Billy Scobie, who is a historical fiction writer and goes under the pseudonym Alexander Tate. This particular tartan is called Scotland in Europe. The colors come from the Scottish saltire flag, the lion rampant, and the flag of the European Union. Scobie says that he is a very strong believer in the EU and Scotland's place in it. This is what motivated him to create this tartan. While 52% of UK voters voted to leave the European Union, 62% of Scottish voters specifically voted to stay. Piece of the week. This week I am going with the bias cut center strip dress. This dress is sort of a shift style, very easy to wear by a lot of different body shapes. Obviously can be made in any different length. This one is kind of a shorter version, but the tartan I chose was Scottish National Tartan, which is of course a national tartan to represent Scotland, but I've always loved the colors in this tartan, and I thought that the white and red stripes would stand up nicely against the black of the rest of the dress. Tartan of the week. This week, to keep on with the theme, I'm going with the Pride of Scotland tartan. This tartan is really kind of meant for anyone who doesn't necessarily have a tartan of their own, but wants to show their pride for Scottish culture. And as for the colors, the blue and white represent the Scottish flag, and the green and purple represent the Scottish hills and the fields of heather. Thanks once again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next week for another Tartan Talk Tuesday. Cheers.